Welcome back to Chido Starts Up. If this is your first time joining us, please click the subscribe button to make sure you never miss another new release. If you're joining us again, thanks for tuning in. Africa is one of the most diverse and fastest growing regions in the world. With a population of over 1.2 billion and an average population growth rate of approximately 2.7% per annum, this continent promises to bear much fruit now and in the future. The world is changing, and Africa is presenting us with numerous growth opportunities. In this video, I share why everyone, especially young Africans, should maintain interest in at least 2 African countries. So sit tight for these 8 reasons. Number 1. You broaden your access to a diverse range of people and potential mentors. Africa is home to local nationals, returned diasporans, and expats, all working on interesting projects that in some way relate to the state of the continent. Every country doesn't have access to these individuals, but the more you form links in other nations on the continent, the more you will expose yourself to learning from the experience that is flooding Africa. Countries with large economies like South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, and Egypt house global offices for some large international companies such as Google, Unilever, Coca-Cola, Total Oil and Gas, Nestle, Lafarge Cement, and Toyota. No matter which industry sparks your interest, you will find an international organization doing some work somewhere on the continent. Number 2. You learn more about innovative and unique solutions to African challenges. A number of global solutions can meet the needs in Africa. However, there are countless challenges that are unique to the continent. Take public health, for example, where traditional hospitals and clinics address health concerns. It can be said with confidence that the various health sectors in Africa are on average largely underdeveloped. This creates an opportunity to fill the gap with innovative solutions, like Dawa Health in Zambia, a maternal health tech startup working to improve access to health services for women pre, during, and post-pregnancy, and Hudibia, a Nigerian startup that enables underserved communities to gain access to doctors using their cell phones. One of the founders of Dawa Health is actually a Zimbabwean studying medicine in Zambia. His decision to study in another African country enabled him to see an opportune gap in the Zambian market, and there is no doubt that the company will grow across the region. Number 3. You widen your pool of opportunities and potential partners. One of the best websites for opportunities is www.opportunitiesforafricans.com. Here, you are exposed to a multitude of opportunities that apply to Africans and citizens of the African diaspora. At times, opportunities are reserved for certain regions of the continent based on the goals of the opportunity provider. Having interests in multiple African countries gives you a greater chance to apply for opportunities across the continent. For example, the African app Launchpad Cup, hosted by an organization in Egypt, is not available in all African countries. But with a partner from one of the 21 chosen African states, you can gain access to this amazing opportunity, which may provide access to funding, mentorship, and vital networks in the tech industry. Number 4. You create easier paths to scale your venture. The beauty of having networks and a deeper understanding of various economic and social systems in Africa is that it enables you to find ways to scale more efficiently and effectively. Paystack, an African startup recently acquired for approximately $200 million, initially scaled in West Africa, in Nigeria and Ghana, before crossing the equator to have operations in South Africa. The company is now working to scale all across Africa. Knowing more about the people and systems in other countries aids the development of authentic relationships, thus augmenting the quality and quantity of fruitful partnerships across borders. Number 5. You develop an understanding of uncharted territory. Much is known about Africa by its locals, but those that don't originate from certain parts of the continent are relatively in the dark on the way in which the continent is composed. There is much diversity from cuisine to language, trends, and markets. They say that if you read 5 books on a particular topic, you're part of the subject matter's esoteric community. Now imagine if you know 5 things about a new African market. The opportunities, ideas, and innovations knowledge engenders become invaluable. Developing this understanding of uncharted territory works in your favor as your eyes gain an edge in terms of identifying unique gaps and opportunities. Whether you are employed by a firm, running your own business, or engaged in volunteer work, this bodes well for you when working to add value to any organization. Number 6, you increase the size of your potential market. Imagine having a conversation that could give you access to a market of millions of people, all because you took the initiative to invest your time and curiosity in another African country. This is possible. Most African countries have sufficient population sizes for a business to grow and thrive, but if you're working to build an international empire, then the best place to start is on home soil. Access to neighboring countries can add significantly to your potential viable market. This is attractive to investors as it acts as a confidence booster that you will manage to achieve a sufficient return on investment or at least meet it in a reasonable period of time. Number 7, you equip yourself to serve on international boards. In a 2018 article about the qualities to look out for when choosing a board member, Forbes magazine mentioned industry experience and diversity as 2 of its top 5 qualities in candidates. What better way to achieve this than by immersing yourself in the pursuit of knowledge of another African country and its economic markets? Organizations such as the African Union and the United Nations are known to onboard individuals whose passion and experience speak to an ability to comprehend diverse systems and provide nuanced layouts of solutions for challenges of varying sizes. Number 8, you improve your access to limited or scarce resources. What comes to mind when you think of vital African resources? Is it minerals, agricultural output, infrastructure? One of the top resources that comes to mind is a harbour. African countries are heavily reliant on the benefits of open economies, namely international trade. If you are from one of Africa's 16 landlocked countries, you know how important it is to establish relations with neighbours that have access to a harbour or advanced trade routes. Not all harbours are made the same. Some receive more goods at a faster rate than others. Aside from infrastructure resources, gaining access to markets with economies of scale in various inputs is a win when looking to operate any form of business. Other significant resources to note relate to intellectual enhancement in the form of well-equipped innovation hubs, tertiary institutions, think tanks, conferences, and other field-related gatherings. Africa is the future, and its prosperity is certain. We all have to work together to make it exactly what we want it to be. So start now by making sure that you are well connected with the continent we are building for a brighter tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in to Chido Starts Up. I look forward to engaging with some of your comments. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.